Hello everyone, welcome to Bio with Shruti. Welcome to another session of biology for competitive exams. This session covers Lucent biology. Today we are going to continue with the topic system of the human body. We've already covered the introductory part of circulatory system. The session was divided into two parts, part 1 and part 2. Hope your concepts were clear. If it was not clear, kindly do contact me through the comment section, or you can ask me your questions on my Facebook page, mail ID or Insta, any of the social media platforms. I've also covered different parts of heart, its important functions with respect to competitive exams. We've covered all the important factual points from Lucent. So today we are going to begin with a new topic, that is course of circulation. Now, if I talk about mammals, for example, human, we have double circulation. Okay, let's break the term. See, first I'll explain you what is a typical definition of double circulation. It means the blood circulates or crosses the heart twice before it circulates throughout the body. This is the definition. Now, we will break this definition into two parts. I'll explain you in two parts. First part is blood crosses twice. Blood crosses the heart twice. And second part is it circulates before circulating throughout the body. Okay. First, let's break the term double circulation. Double means twice. And what is circulation? When I'm saying circulation, it involves heart, it involves blood. Heart is a pumping organ. It pumps the blood through different parts of the body. Correct? Let's see the structure of heart only. We've seen this earlier, so it's a sort of revision for you all. When I'm saying heart, it has an upper section called, or upper compartment called as atrium or auricle, and it has a lower compartment called as ventricle. Now, when you slit this or cut this longitudinally or lengthwise, it is again divided into two sections. There is right side and there is left side. We've covered all this. So we have right atrium, left ventricle, left ventricle. Now, if I talk about the right hand side of the heart, it has impure blood, also called as carbon dioxide mixed blood. Do you remember? And if I am talking about left side, it has pure blood, also known as oxygen mixed blood. Now guys, there are two sections of the heart. There are two different bloods. There is impure blood, there is pure blood. Both this blood is crossing the heart or entering the heart. So this is double circulation. Double means twice, and the blood is crossing the heart twice. One is the impure blood, one is the the other is the pure blood. Am I clear with this? Impure blood, pure blood. Impure blood is entering the right side of the heart. Impure blood is entering the right side of the heart, and pure blood is entering the left side of the heart. So twice the blood is crossing the heart. So that is double circulation. I hope this concept is clear. Now moving on to the next sentence. Before circulating throughout the body. I want you all to correct this sentence. This is what it is given in the Lucent, but I want you all to correct: before the pure blood circulating throughout the body. Before the pure blood circulating throughout the body. Now look at this carefully. Again, revision for you all. Impure blood comes from different parts of the body. That is, carbon dioxide mixed blood comes from the different parts of the body, enters into the right atrium, then goes into the right ventricle, then from the pulmonary artery it goes into the lungs for purification, so that impure blood can be converted into pure blood. So already circulation has taken place once the circulation is done. Okay. Now let's talk about the other section, that is pure blood. Now let's talk about the other section, left hand side. Left hand side we have pure blood. From where does the pure blood come from? It comes from the lungs. From the lungs, the pure blood, that is oxygen mixed blood present in the lungs. From the lungs it enters the left side of the heart from the pulmonary vein. From the lungs it enters the left side of the heart from the pulmonary vein. From the pulmonary vein it goes into the left atrium, then it goes into the left ventricle, and from the left ventricle it goes into the aorta, and from the aorta the pure blood circulates through different part of the body. I'm talking about the pure blood. So before the pure blood circulates through different parts of the body, the blood crosses the heart twice. Am I clear with this, guys? One from this side and second from this side here. I hope this concept is clear. Double circulation. Okay. Now, still if you have doubt, you're free to ask. We will move on to the next. See, all this thing is that I've already explained to you. Okay, what is where is right atrium? See, right atrium. Just a second. Yes, right atrium receives impure blood. Same thing. Okay, then it receives from the body, then it moves into the RA is right atrium, RV is right ventricle. Why am I saying this? Because if I'll provide you the PDF, these all are short words or keywords. You know, you need not write the entire term. You can write RA, RV, you can write the short forms. Okay, just to remember. So right atrium, right ventricle, then it goes into the pulmonary artery, then it goes into the lungs for purification. I've explained all this. Right atrium, right ventricle, then pulmonary artery, then it goes into the lungs. Similarly here also, the same thing that I've explained is present in the written form. Okay, that is for your revision. So I hope this is clear, guys. Now what you need to understand is this thing is called as cardiac cycle. This is cyclic, isn't it? When I'm saying double circulation, it is a circle, or this process is cyclic. The impure blood is entering in the first, the impure blood is entering into the right side, then the pure blood is entering from the left side. Double times it is crossing the heart, heart also called as cardiac. So it is forming a cycle. So this is called as cardiac cycle. This process is called as cardiac cycle. Guys, I have specially arranged the slides in such a way that it will be easy for your revision. So when you want to revise cardiac cycle, the entire process is here. Okay, how it enters the right atrium, how it receives impure blood, how it is going for purification. Then there are two processes, right? So this is the first process, this is the second process. So purposely, if you see, I've joined both the notes so that you can revise it effectively. Meanwhile, you can also follow By with Shruti in all these social media platforms, especially my Facebook page By with Shruti. Also, if you feel worth it, you can also subscribe my channel. And yes, let's continue. Now, we were talking about cardiac cycle. Let's define what is cardiac cycle. Cardiac cycle, the definition is in front of you. The cardiac cycle is the contraction and relaxation or rhythmic systole and rhythmic diastole performed by auricle and ventricle. Now let's simplify this. So you must have seen this entire I have taken those keywords from the definition, that is rhythmic systole, rhythmic diastole, auricle, ventricle. These are important. What is rhythmic systole? What is rhythmic systole? When I'm saying, see, if I talk about heart, okay, heart, just imagine this is the heart. It contracts. Okay, it contracts means there is pressure, right? When it takes the blood in, when the heart takes the blood in, it contracts, and then when it leaves out, it relaxes. It contracts, it relaxes, that's how the pumping takes place, right? Lub dub, lub dub. When you touch and feel the heartbeat, it is rhythmic, lub dub, lub dub. Okay, so this contraction in medical term is called as rhythmic systole, and relaxation in medical term is called as rhythmic diastole. Contraction, rhythmic systole. Rhythmic means, because I told you, it is the heart pumps the blood or heartbeat. It takes place within a specific rhythm or specific rate, you can say. Speed, there's a particular speed, there's a particular rate, right? Because of which you have that sound, lub dub, correct? Not sound, rhythm. Okay, that's why it is called as rhythmic systole. It contracts, rhythmic systole. It dilates, it relaxes, that is rhythmic diastole. So this rhythmic systole, rhythmic diastole is performed by heart means by parts of heart, that is auricle and ventricle, atrium and ventricle. Correct? So this is called as cardiac cycle. This contraction and relaxation, or this rhythmic systole and rhythmic diastole performed by the auricle and ventricle part of heart is called as cardiac cycle. Cardiac is again heart. Are you able to understand? Now let's talk about heartbeat. What is heartbeat? Heartbeat is again that continuous rhythmic movement performed by the heart when it pumps, that is contraction and relaxation. Now guys, for the heart to pump the blood, or for this contraction and relaxation to take place, for the cardiac cycle to even start, there should be a particular point from where the contraction originate. Right? From where does the contraction of heart originate? So there should be a point. That point is called as node. There are two nodes. There is SA and AV. SA is sinoatrial node and AV is atrioventricular node. Sinoatrial node. Okay, you need not worry by the term. We will explain it. Sinoatrial node. When I'm saying sinoatrial node itself means it is present in the atrium. And when I'm saying atrioventricular node, first we will clear sinoatrial node. Sinoatrial node means somewhere in the atrium only it is present. And when I'm saying AV node, that is atrioventricular node, it is present between the atrium and between the ventricle. So we are clear about the location. Let's speak about sinoatrial node. It is specialized area. Specialized area means it's a modified area. Some modifications are there, which is present in the cardiac muscle fibers. We already know cardiac, heart is a muscular organ, so it has different cardiac muscles or cardiac muscle fibers, thick bundle of fibers. Where is the location? Location is in the right auricle or right atrium. So we already know that sinoatrium is present in the atrium, but specifically where it is present in the right atrium. So I'll show you the image, guys. Where is it present? It is present in, this is sinoatrial node. It is present in the right atrium. Okay, so if they ask you the question, where is sinoatrial node present? Right atrium, left atrium, both of them, none of them. Answer is right atrium. It is also known as pacemaker. Dash is known as pacemaker of the human body. Sinoatrium or atrioventricle, both of them, none of them. What is the right answer? It is sinoatrium. Okay, sinoatrium is known as pacemaker. What is pacemaker? What is pace exactly? Pace is the move or the step at a particular move or step with respect to a particular speed or particular rate. In general, you can remember that pace is directly related to speed or rate. So why sinoatrial node is known as pacemaker? We will see that. Guys, for the contraction to take place, there should be an order that is given to the heart. If heart should contract, there should be a message or an order should be given to the heart. Then the heart will follow and it will start contracting. So that order is given in the form of impulse. It is called as impulse. That message is given in the form of impulse, also called as electrical impulse. Okay. Also know that the moment we speak about node, sinoatrial node, atrioventricular node, we are actually covering the electrical conducting system of the heart. This is not present in the Lucent. You can make note of this, okay? You can give heading for this topic. This is a part of electrical conducting system of the heart. What is electrical conducting system? Let me explain you. For the heart to contract, there has to be a message that has to order the heart to contract. So that message is given in the form of impulse, also called as electrical impulse. Now for the electrical impulse is a message given to heart which says that you start the contraction. Now for this electrical impulse to generate, you need specific cells or special cells, right? So there are special cells which generate these electrical impulses, okay? And these special cells are present in the sinoatrial node. When I'm talking about humans, majority of the impulse generating cells or electrical impulse generating cells are present in the sinoatrial node of right atrium. Are we clear? Now the question is why it is called as pacemaker. Guys, when there is electrical impulse generated, the electrical impulse regulates, or you can say it stimulates contraction of the heart. As we said before, for the contraction of the heart to take place, electrical impulse has to be generated. So electrical impulse, EI, electrical impulse is, you can say, directly proportional to the contraction of heart. It regulates the contraction of heart. It regulates the speed of the heart. It regulates the pace of contraction. Are you able to understand? Electrical impulses regulate the pace of contraction, and these electrical impulses are generated by impulse generating cells which is present in the right atrium. That is the main place, or sinoatrial node. These cells are present in the sinoatrial node. So indirectly they control the pace of contraction. So that is why this is called as pacemaker. Okay. I hope this concept is clear. So sinoatrial node is called as natural pacemaker of the heart. This is a very important question. Now second is atrioventricular node. By the term itself means it is present. Atrioventricular node, here is the atrioventricular node, here this yellow color, this is atrioventricular node. It is present between the atrium and between the ventricle. Correct? It is close. So I'll be explaining each term. This is clear, atrioventricular node. Now where is the location? It is present in the interatrial septum. It is present in the interatrial septum. No worries. Interatrial. Inter means between. Between what? Between atrium. Interatrial. So where are the atrium? One is here, one is here. So between these two atrium, right and left, here there is a septum. Here there is a division. Septum is a medical term, a biological term for division, which separates. Septum is a section here which is separating the right and left atrium. So interatrial septum, between the two atrium there is a septum, or there is a division. Are we clear? Correct? So atrioventricular node is present close to close to interatrial septum. That is here. It is present. This is interatrial septum. So it is close to interatrial septum. Next point, near right atrioventricular aperture. I am going so slow, especially for non-biology background students. Okay, here there are three terms that you need to remember. One is atrioventricular node. Atrioventricular node means atrium, ventricle, between you have atrioventricular node. Second point, this is present close to, the location is close to interatrial septum. Interatrial means between two atrium. Here there is the septum or division. Third important point. What was the third important point? It is near. It is near right atrioventricular aperture. Let's break the term. Okay, no worries. Let's break the term. Right atrioventricular aperture. Right. This is the right side. Atrioventricle. This is the atrium. This is the ventricle. Here is the aperture. Can you see? Aperture means hole or khadda. Hole. See, between atrium and ventricle, there will be an opening, no? Small opening. Both are two different compartments. Obviously, there is an opening. So, between the atrium, between the ventricle, there is an aperture, atrioventricular aperture. Now, let's sum up all together. Atrioventricular node, atrium ventricle. Between the atrium ventricle, there is a node which is close to atrioventricular septum, and it is near. It is near to atrioventricular aperture. That also right atrioventricular aperture. Here, right atrioventricular aperture. So I hope this is clear. Okay, especially non-biology background students, I hope you are able to understand this concept. Okay. What is the function of atrioventricular node? It picks up wave of contraction and wave of excitation. Guys, simply I will explain you what is atrioventricular. The contraction of heart is initiated by sinoatrial node. The contraction of heart is, see, sinoatrial node has electrical impulse generating cells. It generates electrical impulse, and this contracts or this stimulates the contraction in heart. So because of sinoatrial node, there is contraction in heart, and both the atrium, right atrium, left atrium, contracts. First they contract and then they pass on this electrochemical impulses or electrical impulse to the atrioventricle node. So further the with the help of the atrioventricular node, and there are some other muscle fibers, okay, other muscle fibers, or you can say cardiac muscle fibers in bundle. We say bundle of muscle fibers, muscle fibers, or atrioventricular bundle of muscle fibers. AV bundle fibers means there are muscle fibers which are present in bundle. These yellow color regions are bundles of muscle fibers which is present in the atrium. Also it is present in the ventricle. This yellow color, that is the bundle of muscle fiber in fiber, which also helps in the contraction of both the ventricles. So first the atrium contracts, okay, with the help of the electrical impulse generated by the sinoatrial node. Then with the help of the atrioventricular node and some other bundle of muscle fibers which is present in the ventricle as well as atrium, the ventricles also contract. I hope this is clear. Okay, this term, since all these terms are present in Lucent, I'm clearing all the term. Where is this bundle of muscle fibers present? I hope you're clear with this term, interatrial septum, interventricular septum. By now you know this term, right? Interatrial septum means between two atrium. This is the septum. Interventricle means between two ventricle, this septum or this division. So here all you will find this bundle of muscle fibers. So that's it. Press the bell notification for all the updates. Stay tuned and keep watching. Thank you.